right. Hey friends, welcome back to our final week of Boundary Basics. This is series 4. This is our video number 4 out of 4, right? So video 1, we went over more about what boundaries are. So if you are watching this number 4 and you're like, Jen, how do I get the rest of them? Just reach out to me. I'm actually going to create a freebie with all 4 of these that I can email you. So boundaries kind of get a bad rap, guys, and boundaries in themselves are just effective communication to really make sure that that relationship that you are in is healthy for you, right? And that can include the relationship with yourself. But today we're going to talk more about relationships with families and when your family pushes back on your boundaries. But for those of you that are new to me, my name is Jen. I am a certified life coach, and I help overwhelmed, high-achieving women take themselves off the back burner and put themselves back on their to-do list and start living the life that actually feels good to them on the inside again. I also have a background as a doctor of physical therapy. I've been a physical therapist and been in healthcare for over 25 years and battled burnout myself before I joined my life coach. And I had such an amazing transformation with her that I got certified to help women just like you and me. So if you've been following me for the past couple of weeks with the boundary basics, I just want to say I'm proud of you for showing up for these conversations. And if today is your first one, you picked a great one to jump in on. Because today we're really going to talk about something everyone in my community has struggled with. Again, setting boundaries with family and not spiraling into guilt when they push back. Okay? So let me ask you this. Is there a person in your family, maybe it's your mom, a sibling, an in-law, who just doesn't take no for an answer? They expect you to show up, host, help, listen, fix everything, even when you're running on empty, okay? And every time you try to set a limit, they either guilt trip you or act like you're being dramatic or selfish. I know that tension, and I want to help you navigate that with clarity, kindness, and confidence. So let me share a quick client win that you can relate to. A woman in my mastermind, we'll just call her T, told me she had tried to bow out of hosting Easter this year. She had a lot going on and she just didn't have the capacity to host. So she told her sister-in-law, hey, I can't host this year. I need to take a break. And her sister-in-law completely lost her SHIT. She said things like, you're being selfish. I can't believe you're, breaking tradition. You always make things harder for the family. So T caved in. She's a people pleaser and she wanted to avoid conflict and make everybody happy. So she hosted anyway, and then she felt resentful, exhausted, and angry with herself. We talked through this on one of our private sessions that my mastermind people get. They not only get the group coaching, but they also get private sessions with me. And what came up was this core belief, if I disappoint them, I'm a bad person. Right? That one runs deep in a lot of us. But here's the truth. Boundaries don't mean you don't love your family. They mean you love yourself too. Okay? So let's walk through how to hold a boundary with family, even if they push back or don't get it. First, we need to kind of expect resistance, right? Your family's been with you for however old you are. T is like most of the women in my mastermind. She's in her 40s and 50s, so she has been with her family for 40 to 50 years, right? So even though she's ready to start setting boundaries, they're not prepared to receive them because they've been used to T doing whatever they wanted for the past 40 to 50 years, right? But here's what helps. Be honest and clear. You don't need to over-apologize. Just share your truth. So these are the words to try and use, because I know that words are hard, especially when you feel like there's going to be some conflict. So try saying something like this. I've realized I need to protect my weekends to rest, so I won't be coming this time. I won't be able to do that, but I hope it goes well. That's not something I can take on anymore. I'm working on creating more space in my life. Okay, so these can really work with a lot of different situations. Use a calm tone, not an emotional one. You don't need to explain every detail or convince them. It's not a debate, it's a decision, okay? And then holding the boundary even if they push back. You might hear, you used to be so helpful. It's just this once, can't you still do it? But we need you. And I want you to breathe and remember you're allowed to disappoint people. You're not allowed to abandon yourself and what you need to feel your best. One of the most powerful things you can say is, I understand this is disappointing. I still care deeply, but this is what I need right now. So I'll say that one again. I understand this is disappointing. I still deeply care, but this isn't what's best for me right now or what I need right now. And then just let the silence sit. Let them feel their feelings. You're not responsible for fixing their feelings. And this is where the people pleasers get into trouble because they want to fix it. They want to make the other person feel okay. But I promise you, you can sit in feeling uncomfortable and they can process their emotions on their own without you fixing it for them, okay, or stepping in. So if family boundaries are one of the things that trip you up the most, I get it, and I've got you. And this is what I help women with every single day in my mastermind and my coaching. So if you're ready to feel confident instead of guilty and peaceful instead of pressure, let's talk. Drop the word call or session below or message me directly to book your free personalized life assessment call. I offer these free calls so that we can connect and I can see what I can do to help. So on these calls, they're not high pressure sales calls. It's just a chance for you and I to connect anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, depending on what you have going on in your life. And you're going to share what you're struggling with, whether it's boundaries or anxiety or people pleasing or something else. And I'm going to tell you some things you can do to help right now. Some of those things might be working with me, and you and I can come to a decision of whether or not that's the best fit for both of us. But it will not be a high pressure sales call. It's just going to be a decision. But you will regardless leave that call with 2 to 3 things you can do right now, no matter what you're struggling with. These calls are kind of like talking to your best friend, like at a coffee shop, right? Although they're virtual, they'll be on the phone because I can't, it would be lovely to travel and see everybody in person. But it's like having a coffee chat with your friend where we're going to sit down on the phone and just kind of talk about what's going on in your life. The biggest difference is that as a certified life coach, I have some things that can help. It's almost like me as a physical therapist. I have a treatment plan for my patients. I have a treatment plan for my clients, right? As a life coach, I will be able to give you a few things that will help you with whatever you're struggling with right now. So we'll figure out exactly what you need to say, when to say it, and how to say it without crumbling inside if boundaries is what you want to work on. Remember, you're allowed to protect your peace, even from the people you love. So I know that was a big one, and I just want to say, if no one has told you lately, you are allowed to say no. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to choose you. Thanks for being with me over this 4-part Boundaries Basics series. If you missed one over the past several weeks, if you're in my private Facebook group, you can scroll back to see them. If you're watching me on Instagram, just go back and look for the image that says Boundary Basics. They are there on my Instagram. Or also, if you're in my email, I'll be sending out the playlist on YouTube and creating a freebie for anybody that's watching this afterwards. Just comment boundary below and I'll get it to you. Comment call if you're interested in hopping on one of those free personalized life assessments. And I hope that this series helps you. Share with a friend who might need it too. We are so much better when we stop trying to do it all and do it all alone. I will see you next time. And until then, say no, set the limit, and take a deep breath. You're doing amazing. And I'm so incredibly proud of you.